I appreciate the honesty. No, but I like the honesty. The fact that the 120 years is simply because Mirza Ghulam said so. Fine, I don't mind that, okay? So here's the thing, I already said to you, with those two verses, it doesn't help, the two verses that you quoted from the Bible, you have to understand the verse, you have to accept the context of that verse. And the context of that is that Jesus already died on the cross. When he was resurrected, that he went to see his mother and he saw the disciples in the upper room.
No, basically the resurrection, what they mean is that resurrection.
No, don't interpret for the Christians.
After the cross.
Yes, after the cross, but he died on the cross.
But it's actually referring to Jesus being saved from the cross.
No.
Coming down the cross.
No.
And still having life after the cross.
No, life after the cross, but he died. The narrative is that he died on.
They're wrong regarding
No,
this.
but the thing is, if you are going to accept a text, you have to accept the context. This is what we do. When we yes, but the truthful parts are based on context.
That's for you, bro. For us,
no, it's based on context. It's based on when we accept things.
That's your opinion,
no, it's just that's how it is.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not our opinion. This is how exegesis works.
No.
Look, Muhammad, let me finish. I'll let you explain your stuff. Right? Here's the issue. All right, when we accept.
Okay, let me give you another.
Wait. I'll respond to the hadith. Okay. But let me say,
use Isa ibn Maryam, don't use Jews, that's Jesus, because the person who was put on the cross, that they believe he was a Jesus, but we believe Hazrat Masih Isa ibn Maryam. We don't believe anybody else, So when you ever talk to a Muslim, talk about only Masih Isa ibn Maryam, which is in the Quran, which is you believe died, we don't believe died. That's what it is. Anyway, Jesus, don't use the word Jesus.
So look,
that's
listen.
a Christian word.
Here's the thing. The narrative. It's fine. The narrative that you're taking this from, right? First and foremost, the narrative of the healing, all right, of his wounds or the ointment is post-resurrection, which means the death already occurred. That's not your claim. That's not your aqidah.
So you're saying Jesus did die?
No.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that the evidence that you're using to substantiate your aqidah doesn't support it.
What does it support then?
It supports the Christians.
It supports the Christians?
It supports the Christians. If you're using those verses, that the resurrection actually happened, that the crucifixion happened, that he died on the cross. Because if you're quoting, by quoting these texts as the reliable parts of the New Testament, then you are lending support to their claim that Jesus did die on the cross and that he was resurrected. Because the narrative, no, you are saying this because your narrative that you're taking.
I'm telling you, Jesus not died on the cross, and you're telling me that.
No, you are, because when you're using the text. Listen, try and listen. The text that you're using, you are claiming it to be authentic and authoritative as part of the preserved portions of the Bible. That's what you're using, right? Is that correct?
No, let me ask you.
Is that correct? Is that what you said?
Take part of it and leave the other part, though. Do you know what I mean?
No. He's because he's saying like on the criteria that we believe in some parts of it. But what I'm saying to him is that he's taking this specific part as authoritative. But the part that he's taken as authoritative lends support to the Christian belief, which is why you are indirectly actually, instead of breaking the cross as Mirza Ghulam claimed to be doing, you're actually lending support to the cross.
How?
Okay? Because you are verifying their belief by quoting that text.
Telling you that Jesus did not
Muhammad,
die on the cross.
I know what you're saying, but the evidence that you're using is the contrary, right? So that's what I'm saying to you. The second part is the hadith. I accept the hadith because that is the tafsir of chapter 23 verse 50. The part that you couldn't provide evidence for was the fact that he traveled to Kashmir. Now when you were talking about the other 10 tribes being spread out into India, there is no evidence for it whatsoever in history.
Okay, what about when the Quran, when it says Jesus, I will give you a refuge place in the spring waters
It's within those lands. It's within those lands.
So can you give me an example of lush ground, which is full of spring water?
There are parts of Syria that are like. There are parts of Syria that are like that. There are parts of Palestine that are like that. Okay. It's not within a rabwa. does not.
No,
No.
Kashmir.
Because you're using chapter 23, verse 50, right? And the hadith that you quoted is used in the tafsir of chapter 23, verse 50. So you have to address a rabwa. A rabwa does not include the land of India.
Yeah,
it doesn't include.
We don't say, we say it doesn't.
Okay, so then it cannot. No, so then you can't say.
Okay, no. What?
Then you can't use that as an evidence.
Okay, no. If Jesus, you're saying it went from one country to another, okay? Was this before the cross or after the cross?
He was never put on the cross.
Okay, when was this then? Was it before he was risen up or after he was risen up?
Obviously before. Because after, how's he going to travel to other lands if he's been risen up? Come on.
So Jesus.
It's basic sequence of events.
So then he came all the way back to Jerusalem.
Yeah, so. First and foremost, there is no ayah that says which country the what do you call it? So the house is when he was raised up. It just simply says where he was. He was with his disciples.
Yeah.
All right. So this is why the Mufassirin infer that he was most likely Palestine, because that's where they were he was preaching. Right. The main point is that you have no evidence to support the claim that he went to Kashmir. Not from the Quran, not from the hadith. You quoted the hadith, I'll let you quote it, and it lends support to us. You don't have any other Quran verse apart from chapter 23, verse 50.
Okay, but what is...
Which doesn't support your defeat. And you don't have anything from history.
If Quran says it once, that's enough.
Agreed, but except that one verse doesn't say what you're saying.
Why?
It doesn't say. It doesn't lend any indication to lands outside Asham.
Okay, does it mean that it is the land of Israel?
Yeah.
So Israel is a land full of spring water.
Have you seen it?
No, that's what you're claiming.
Have you not seen Palestine? Palestine has got those lands, right? Parts of it has got those valleys and wells, and it's got these stuff, right?
So he took refuge. So Jesus took refuge.
He was traveling in order to where he wouldn't be persecuted.
And he came all the way back.
See, subhanallah. I'm going to go back on something. Right? Do you see how much you want to question us on our details? But when we come to question you on details, no. Death of Isa. I just need to show death of Isa. No, but I want to draw your attention to this, right? Because now I'm asking you about your details, which in fairness, you're addressing. But I want you to understand that the details are important. So when the Muslims ask you for the details of your Aqidah and the evidence for the details of your Aqidah, it only makes sense. I want this to get into your head.
I can say the same to you.
I agree. This is why we give the details. We say that Barra fa'awallahu ilayh is referring to his raising. Okay. We have the authentic hadith of Ibn Abbas where he says he was raised up through the roof. The mannerisms of how.
Went up alive. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take Jesus up alive and not Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Rahmatul Alameen, he is the best of all prophets.
Yeah.
He is
First of all, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was taken up alive.
He was taken up alive.
He was taken up alive.
And he's still alive.
No, when was he taken? So you don't answer. Yeah. You don't ask the question. When was he taken up alive?
So Jesus is still alive.
No, when was look, the death of a prophet does not diminish his status. Rasul was given the choice like all the other prophets, and he chose to die. Okay? So Isa was not given that choice because it wasn't his time.
What is Jesus doing in heaven now?
Asleep.
He's asleep in heaven.
So the tawaffa, and this is why we say taqdeem wa ta'khir.
Jesus is not Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salam.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
Taqdeem wa ta'khir.
Mirza Qadiyani is a Jesus. That's what
listen. Look, inni mutawaffika wa raf'u. Look, chapter 3 verse 5. I'm listening. Look, I'm explaining.
To me, where does it say in the Quran or any hadith that a man can go to heaven and be asleep with a body form?
Okay, no problem. Chapter 3 verse 55. Alright. Inni mutawaffika wa rafi'uka ilayya.
So this was now you're claiming it means
no, this because Allah is saying no. You said give me a verse where it shows that Allah can do this. Allah is saying himself that he's going to do this, right? And the thing is, the word being used is in mudari, right? Which means it's happening later, okay? And this is why I even said to Razi will never be able to produce an ayah where the madi is being used, which refers to tuwaffa or khalat. Al-wafa wal khalat it will never, he can't use it. He tried it. He said chapter 5 verse 117. I was like, that happens in the future because it's mentioning on the day of judgment. We already agree he's going to be dead at that time. So it doesn't work for you. Chapter 5 verse 75 he tried to use. I said this is قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلِ. It's referring to the other messengers that passed before him.
Okay, so why does it not say except Jesus?
The exception is there.
Where?
Okay?
Where?
So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is already saying بَلْ رَفَعَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ, the exception is there that he's not here anymore.
Show me where one of the scholars that have said yes.
Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, right, in Sahih. If you watched my debate with Razi, you know I brought this up already, okay? Jawab al-Sahih, Ibn Taymiyyah mentions very clearly that tawaffa is of 3 types. Yeah? Tawaffa al-nawm, tawaffa al-maut, tawaffa al-ruh wal-badan. Those are the 3. Okay, and he even goes on to say within the same passage, yeah, that there is an exception with Isa because the aspect of hunger, going to the toilet, the aspect of sleep, it all changes for him, right? Because he's in a constant state of sleep. Okay, so all right, and he mentions, and Ibn Taymiyyah also mentions, as well as
saying, there's nowhere in the Quran that says except Jesus, but his name Hazrat
Ibn Taymiyyah. Commenting on the Quran.
So he's the only scholar?
No, you can go to any. Muhammad as a anything, right? About chapter 30 verse 4, because to us even Prophet after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He actually answers this point very beautifully. He says this. He says, how do you believe that Rasulullah is Khatam al-Nabiyyin when Isa is going to return? He asks that question and says, and this is what I say, because Isa bu'ith, he was sent for Rasulullah. So when he comes again, he's not going to be a prophet after Rasulullah because he is a prophet before Rasulullah. He's just coming back. This is what Zamakhshari says, but Zamakhshari also states about the exception, right? I provide the ijma' and I show from Ibn Asakir, Ibn Athir, and multiple scholars, Al-Bayhaqi, right? So I provide so many evidences. We have a plethora of sources to prove our position, and we have a plethora of evidences that show that Mirza Ghulam's aqidah has no grounds to stand on. So if your aqidah cannot be held upon, then why do you follow him? That is the question. This is why we ask you. It's not an attack on your aqidah. We're asking you to question the aqidah, to understand your aqidah in the same way that we do, so that you are guided.
To be honest,
No.
it does not make sense for any human to go up alive.
Because do you know why? Do you know why you believe this?
When Muhammad ﷺ was never taken up alive.
He was taken up alive. He was taken up alive.
Yeah.
Taken up alive.
Yeah, they
and
don't
he's
believe
still
that.
alive.
Yeah.
But other human beings,
Yeah.
and Jesus is up alive.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is Rahmatul Alameen. He's the best of all prophets.
Yes,
He's
so?
the one that we love.
So the thing is, subhanallah, Abu Bakr. The thing is, you guys quote the hadith, the author of Abu Bakr when Rasulullah died, and yet you don't believe in it.
My Pagambar is Muhammad ﷺ.
What does Pagambar mean?
My messenger is Muhammad ﷺ.
Who? Mirza Ghulam.
Yes.
Well, okay.
No.
So no, even if
he also said pray.
Even if I accept
He
that.
also said pray for the Sunnis because they also accept my messenger.
No, we don't. Okay, because what he says about Rasulullah is disgusting.
You accept Muhammad ﷺ, don't you?
Yes, we do. But what Mirza Ghulam says about Rasulullah is disgusting. Okay. The thing is, the thing is, a Nabi can't say that he has a Nabi. It's impossible.
No, as in he's my messenger.
Well,
like Jesus Jesus said, I am the messenger
they can't mention Isa ibn Maryam.
Of Moses.
Yeah, but he said I'm a prophet after Musa.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
he's not saying. He didn't say Musa was my Messiah. Was my Nabi.
He said yes. He said.
He didn't. No, he didn't say
that.
that.
He
did not say that. Predecessor?
No, predecessor. Yes,
predecessor doesn't mean the same as what Mirza Ghulam is saying.
No, but
it's completely different.
No.
It is.
Basically, what it means is...
Bro, no, this is
what
just
it
basic
means-
English language.
What is it?
Predecessor means
Basically,
someone
what-
that came before, not that he is...
Yes, but he's taken over. But what that means is, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I'm saying that I am the slave of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
No, he's a bloody liar.
Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is my messenger.
No.
Everything I say comes from him.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Did the Rasul ﷺ mention about Isa ﷺ being put on the cross? Did Isa ﷺ mention about Isa going to Kashmir? Did Muhammad ﷺ mention about Isa ﷺ? No, but you just said that Mirza said that everything I say, Muhammad ﷺ said, right? Incorrect. He's lying on Rasul ﷺ. And this is why it's disgusting, because Isa Rasul ﷺ never, ever advocated the idea that Isa was put to the humiliation of the cross.
Never.
That ran away to Kashmir. That a prophet ran away to Kashmir, and that he died at the age of 120. And the thing is,
So how old was he when he died?
Isa didn't die.
Or what
Isa
how old was he when he
salam-
was not alive?
33, according to the majority opinion.
Yeah. No. Allah told in the Quran, Allah one day is equal to the 1,000 year of Islam.
Yeah, but the thing, but the thing is, it's like, look, with regards to the age of Isa alayhi salam, the age of Isa, hold on, the age, because he has to return.
Yeah.
He has to return. The thing is, there is a hadith, I can't remember the reference, but there is a hadith that speaks about the khuruj of Isa, that Isa is going to return, right? The word return is being used, okay? But predominantly it's nuzul.
Nuzul.
Oh, it's all over. Suyuti authored a book with all the hadith I mentioned about the nuzul of Isa alayhi salam fi akhir zaman. And I recommended this to Razi. I don't think he's...
We should be followed.
What? When?
So imagine, right? I'm a Muslim. or
Well,
I'm
forget
not
about Khalifa.
I
Look,
want to follow someone. I want to understand the real teaching of Islam. Who should I follow?
the ulama. If you want to gain knowledge,
Which ulama? Which ulama?
for Ahlus Sunnah.
No, but I want to understand. I want to read. I want to understand the
Yeah, you go to the scholars.
You go to the scholar. Which
You go to the
scholar?
scholars
Which
for
scholar?
the ones that are reputable.
So which sect should I follow?
There's no
I'm a
sect.
Sunni.
Look.
I'm a Sunni. What section?
No. A layman, don't concern yourself with this.
No. I want to
No,
know.
when a person is a layman, they don't concern themselves with this. They just work
Follow whatever.
on, no, they work on gaining knowledge, all right, in order to, because the responsibility is with the scholars. The responsibility is with the scholars. If they lead you as, what?
Why if scholars are fighting?
They're not, are they?
They are.
No, they're not.
They don't accept
have,
what other scholars are saying.
No, they have disagreements. There's difference of opinion. This is not fighting.
But okay, they have different opinions.
So what?
So which opinion is correct?
Look, you as a layman, when it comes to fiqh, okay, you can choose an opinion, right? You're not bound to choose a specific opinion. Okay. You can listen to two scholars, and you can go with either one.
It's not changing the foundations, it's not
Yeah.
changing the aqidah.
Yeah, the aqidah is one. None of the scholars disagree with the aqidah.
Yes.
Every single.
They all have
We ask this.
different
No.
No.
They all believe different.
They Mirza
No.
said that. No, Muslim
No.
has no different
Yeah.
aqidah. One Allah
anyway,
subhanahu
look.
wa ta'ala, one Quran,
Listen.
one Rasulullah.
Listen, Muhammad.
Is Allah everywhere?
I'm going to try.
Is Allah everywhere?
Allah over there.
Just
over there. Not like Mirza
On the earth.
saying he's my box.
No.
Allah over there. Always there. Ask anybody.
Look, Muhammad, I'm going to end it here. The last point I want to bring to you, right? Because every time I speak to you, you talk about how could Allah do this, how could Allah do that. I want you to remember something, right? The idea of Isa Islam swooning is an atheistic position. It cannot come from a prophet, because the theory on of itself was born of atheism.
I can say the same thing. I can say that a human being cannot go up alive.
Atheistic position. It's an atheistic position.
Rasulullah went there
If it's
and
not the
came
nature
back.
of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says all soul is going to suffer death, if it's clearly saying this in the Quran, then how can we say, oh yes, Jesus went up alive?
He's coming back.
Because the Quran doesn't say that Isa is ever living, does it? Does the Quran say that Isa is going to live forever? No. Does any hadith say that Isa is going to live forever? No.
But nowhere
The
does
thing
it
is,
say that
the reason often you guys say that this is a shirky belief.
Yeah.
The reason why you say it's a shirky belief is because you strawman us. You make it look like that we believe that Isa alayhi salam is ever living, which has never been our claim.
No.
In Sunan Abi Dawood 4324, it's very clear that Isa alayhi salam would descend and he would die at the age of 40.
He got married, he got children, he
Yeah.
got it in a
I don't know about children, but he will get married.
Yeah.
It says he will get married, but it doesn't mention about children. But and he will die at the age of 40, and the Muslims will bury him and pray on him.
So Jesus, when he comes back, he will marry you.
He'll get married.
Yeah.
He'll get married.
Yeah. And oh my
He
God,
never
what a
married.
lucky woman she will be.
Yeah, he never been.
What? Imagine that woman. She'll be hearing about Isa alayhi salam, and then one day she'll marry him. Subhanallah. Yeah.
No, I was in Makkah, I was in Medina.
Yeah.
The guy told me that he was preparing his daughter when Jesus, Hazrat Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salam come, I got my daughter marry him. Yeah, I tell you, this is a true story.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Yeah, people said that.
I've heard that.
Yeah, well,
Well, subhanallah.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
mashallah. You see, people are, actually they are Aqidah, it's only what they believe. They
believe-
what Mirza Qadiyani said as Shaitani Khazain. This is what they believe. They don't believe anything else. I was a Qadiyani myself, and I read myself everything. It's not, but I go to Sunni or I go to this guy and to this guy. I picked up the book, the field, a translation, read myself, become a Muslim. Here I'm standing. If they say it's sect, there's no sect.
But anyway.
Look,
No, that's the question.
Look, here's the thing. Look, Muhammad, I just want to finish the conversation.
Yeah,
inshallah.
yeah.
But ask him afterwards. But look,
What
listen.
Muslim sect is he?
Listen. All I'm going to ask is,
Islam only, no Sunni.
What do you mean Sunni? Every person who follow Quran and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is following the Sunnah. If somebody call him himself a Sunni, he's Sunni. Otherwise, I'm a Muslim.
like me, look, listen, Muhammad, me myself,
I'm Muslim.
Muhammad.
Yes, Sunni Muslim.
Muhammad,
Yeah.
Muhammad,
Okay, Sunni
Muhammad,
Muslim.
me myself, right? Look, me myself. At first,
yeah,
when I first started learning about the Deen and everything, I just referred to myself as a Muslim. I didn't even refer to myself as a Sunni. I had no idea of the concept,
Yeah.
So
right?
why
Because I was learning,
so
right?
you refer
And
to
then
yourself now to be a Sunni?
now I don't just say I'm a Sunni. I'm saying I'm a Sunni, I'm a Salafi, I'm an Athari. I go to various levels now because now I have understanding and knowledge of that. So now I've picked my position.
Brelvi,
No,
Deobandi,
no. Okay.
Selfie.
Yes. But I'm the Athari. Wahhabi is just a derogatory term that people
you
use.
use that.
And I'm an Athari.
Yeah.
Why do I call myself an Athari? Where does the word, where does the term Athari come from? It comes from the term Athar. What is the Athar? Is the qawl of the Sahaba. So I am saying I am a Salafi who is following, and why do I call myself a Salafi? Is because I follow the righteous predecessors. And who are the righteous predecessors? The Sahaba, who we get the Athar from. So it only follows.
That lived thousands of years ago.
Yes. This is why our evidence goes back to the best of best of generations, the best of men, and the best of women. Okay, in Islam.
So what about the later days? Like in today's days, who should we follow?
No. Later,
I already said to
nobody
you.
knows later.
Go and learn from the scholars. Yeah. This place here, this is not the place to learn. Right? We can give you some sort of understanding, a measure of knowledge. But if you want to get true knowledge, go and study with us, a scholar. We have Sheikh Muhammad here, we have Sheikh Ibn Hazm. Alhamdulillah, we have the shuyukh that come here. Go and ask them. Ask them these questions. Get them to break it down. You've already praised Sheikh Ibn Hazm for his ability to break down things and to teach. Ask him these questions. At the end of the day, when we come here to give da'wah to you for your guidance. Like, and this is all we want for you. This is not to come to belittle you. It's not even to belittle Mirza Ghulam.